58-year cold case solved, human remains found in river. In 1967, Roy George Benn vanished from Sauk Rapids, Minnesota, leaving only mystery and silence. He was last seen that September, driving his Buick Electra after a quiet breakfast near his home. Days passed with no trace his family feared. The worst as investigators searched towns and rivers. With no body, Ben was declared legally dead in 1975, yet whispers of mystery never disappeared. For decades, the Mississippi River flowed quietly, its waters hiding secrets beneath the surface. In August 2025, a fisherman's sonar pinged Dudley, showing a strange object in the muddy depths. He returned with family to confirm, marking GPS coordinates, and alerted local authorities fast. Dive teams descended into the river, battling mud and weeds until headlights revealed metal. Slowly, they pulled a rusted Buick from 20 feet below, its frame intact after nearly 60 years. The VIN plate was checked, and shock followed. It matched Ben's missing car from 1967 exactly. Inside the Buick, divers found skeletal remains preserved in mud, a chilling scene of truth. Officials confirmed bones were human and linked to the disappearance of Roy George Benn. After 58 years, a fisherman had stumbled onto one of Minnesota's oldest unresolved cases. Local newspapers ran headlines, "Cold case cracked, fisherman finds body after decades." Families who remembered Ben cried with relief. Finally, there was an answer to his fate. Investigators reopened the case files, reviewing Ben's last known moments before vanishing. Relatives were contacted for DNA samples to confirm identity against skeletal remains. The Buick's interior showed decay but no obvious trauma. Was it accident, suicide, or foul play? Some theorized Ben drove off the road accidentally, swallowed by darkness and the river. Others suggested something darker was his death staged to look like an accident. Police combed 1967 reports again, revisiting interviews and forgotten leads now decades old. Rumors spread that Ben had debts, but investigators found no records confirming that story. Others believed he was fleeing problems, but his business and finances showed stability. Old friends described Ben as steady, reliable, not the type to abandon family suddenly. Divers recovered Ben's wallet, rusted but intact, with identification still faintly visible. Forensic experts examined bones, hoping for trauma evidence, but age of remains posed hurdles. DNA analysis was ordered, expected to take months given the age and condition of samples. The fisherman who discovered the Buick said, "I never imagined solving a 58-year-old case." Police praised the discovery, crediting modern sonar technology for uncovering lost history. Locals gathered by the riverbank, watching crews work, whispering about Ben's sudden return. News crews filmed as the Buick was towed, cameras capturing rust dripping onto the shoreline. Social media exploded. Mystery man found in river after nearly 60 years. Cold case solved. The Mississippi River became both crime scene and memorial. A watery grave revealed. Families visited the river, leaving flowers at the site, mourning and celebrating together. Podcasts dissected the case, from Ben's disappearance to the stunning 2025 river recovery. Some argued it was a tragic accident. Others insisted foul play must have been involved. Detectives confirmed no immediate signs of violence on the skeletal remains recovered. Still, without answers, questions lingered. Why did Ben vanish without a trace for decades? Candlelight vigils honored Ben's memory, the town remembering the man behind the mystery. For his relatives, it was bittersweet. Grief reopened, but closure finally within reach. Newspapers compared the case to others solved through underwater sonar technology. Experts said dozens of cars lie hidden in rivers, each holding possible lost persons. Authorities vowed to increase sonar sweeps in other unsolved disappearance sites nearby. Ben's family released a statement. "After 58 years, we finally have an answer." Yet police refused to rule out foul play, keeping the case open as evidence is tested. The Buick itself was taken for forensic testing, its rusted shell treated as evidence. Inside were decayed clothing fragments, believed to be Ben's from the late 1960s era. Investigators noted items consistent with his missing person report filed in 1967. The riverbank became a place of curiosity, people drawn to the site of historic closure. Local historians documented the case, calling it a rare gift of truth from the river. True crime enthusiasts flocked online, debating theories of Benn's strange disappearance. Some said it showed how technology could rewrite decades of cold case history overnight. Police credited sonar's accuracy, saying without it, Benn's Buick might never have been found. Relatives prayed the remains would give final answers to how Benn's life tragically ended. Coroners studied bone density, fractures, and wear to confirm age and time of death. Experts estimated Benn died close to his disappearance date, but exact details uncertain. Cold cases across the country gained new hope after Benn's Buick surfaced. From the river, candlelight vigils spread to nearby towns, remembering others still missing in Minnesota. Citizens demanded more funding for cold case units to use sonar in forgotten rivers. The discovery became symbol of patience, persistence, and hidden truths eventually rising. TV anchors described it as a ghost from 1967 surfacing in 2025 to finally tell its story. Benn's relatives gathered for private service, finally able to honor his memory in peace. The car became evidence but also artifact. Preserved for historical and forensic study, crime forums buzzed with theories accident, foul play, or even staged disappearance. Police refused to speculate, confirming only, "We found Benn's car, we found human remains." Locals remembered Roy as hardworking, humble, a man lost too soon to an unexplained fate. His case became lesson in never giving up. Truth can surface after decades of silence. Social media posts honored the fisherman who stumbled upon the case's missing puzzle piece. Headlines called him the man who solved a 58-year-old mystery. With a simple sonar tool, he said modestly, "I was just fishing. The river wanted to give something back." Investigators scoured surrounding areas for additional evidence lost in river over decades. Search teams expanded, hoping to ensure nothing else connected to Benn was still hidden. Locals visited shoreline daily, treating it like sacred ground where mystery met closure. Podcasters interviewed old-timers, piecing together Benn's habits, last sightings, and myths. Old rumors resurfaced, arguments, debts, or secret plans, but none proven in investigation. Detectives reminded public, "We may never know why Benn's car entered the Mississippi." Still, the recovery gave closure, proving patience and technology can overcome decades. The Mississippi flowed quietly, carrying both mystery and memory through its deep currents. Families across the state hoped their missing loved ones might one day resurface too. The Benn case became a beacon of hope for cold cases long thought unsolvable. National outlets reported the story, bringing attention to sonar technology nationwide. Lawmakers discussed funding underwater searches for other cases unresolved for decades. Forensic experts urged patience, confirming tests could take months for official ID. Relatives waited anxiously, clinging to hope that science would confirm the truth. Historians said Benn's disappearance was now one of the oldest cases ever solved. Community leaders praised the fisherman, calling him accidental hero of Minnesota. Families of other missing people urged searches in lakes and rivers across the Midwest. The Buick sat in evidence storage, rusting shell now infamous across the nation. Forensic results remained pending, but investigators confident bones belonged to Benn. Nearly 6 decades later, a vanished man's story resurfaced, offering answers at last. The case showed even time cannot bury truth. Water held secrets but revealed them too. Benn's family now grieves properly, honoring his life with dignity and closure. The fisherman's sonar became symbol of hope. One ping solved 58 years of mystery. The Mississippi River still flows, but Benn's story now rides its currents as a warning. Final question lingers. Was it accident or crime? Only the river knows the full truth.